Got myself a little bit under the weather, so it took me a little to get back. But I'm here now to resume the adventures. Dim Shadowbringers. When last we left off, I believe, we were in the process of destroying some nests from Twine so that we can hopefully find out more and convince people to help us with this trolley situation. And so we need to get rid of these vulture nests to help out. Also, I updated his glam a little bit. I dyed everything black. So now he's extra rich. To do some story and get more done, because I want to get through Shadowbringers. And there's some stuff I want to do, and I love my story, so. Alright, so I need one more. Are out clawing things in the hallway. Alright, there we go. Vulture's down. Excellent. I don't have a ton of time to play today because I have folks coming over tomorrow. So I gotta sleep a little bit tonight, but I wanted to get a little bit in. And I'm really excited to do this today, so we're doing it. Jarek, thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started, though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted and its cars fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. Then, about 7 years ago, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin Eaters got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again. So in his memory, they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. That's not a good sound. Wicked white vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind. I don't want to find out. There he goes! I'm riding a motorcycle along the train tracks. He looks so bored. I'm gonna fall. Hey, buddy. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. And if there was even a single one that still functions, things might be different, but, well, here we are. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. I want to get a Gatherer to level 80 because is you can get that coat that Jarek's wearing, and I want it so bad. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us. 'Tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. Will likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a sufficient of ether. Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you, but what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which aether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures that now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well, then. To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it would be possible to restore the Talos to life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of Twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Debitage. Full sure am I that stone from such being would prove the most suitable for our needs. You got it. I'll go beat up some rocks. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Menphilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of ether in the Talos, and thus would I ask you provide 3 stones of a Debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Oh, Jarek's so excited. And bouncing there. A happy little guy. He just wants the trains. Know what these are actually like. What they're I feel like 99% of the time in this game, I'm just like wildly guessing as to how to pronounce names. Thancred and Menphilia will return ere long with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the Debitage? Yep, there you go. Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Menphilia's return. From end to end, the paths by which aether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. They but require sufficient endowment. It's not moving. Strange. The core refuses to stir. fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's vein, so doth the core aether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Did thou foresee this outcome? Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. And there goes my headset. Fortunately, I can still read. Alright. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. I don't know why my headset keeps randomly deciding to shut off at random times. It's not dead. Right then, the Talos. Their hearts cannot be made just of any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of the Talos bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't, I'm sorry. But you'll have to hear it from Thaf or someone else. That's not ideal. Back to the tavern. Guys, we don't really have a lot of time to be... Like, I understand this is a problem for you, but we're kind of trying to save the world. Please just tell us. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... What? God damn it, Jarek. Could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you've made such quick progress in fixing the Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know. About time.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too?
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Dhim'a and Rain.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
Oh. That was weird. Sorry, a cat did a thing and I had to go check on her. Then I guess I missed that. Full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must needs procure a new heart for the Talos. Thaf, knowest thou any location wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you, near all the veins were tapped dry years ago, though I suppose if you really want to try, you may find something in Nuvia's leavings. It was opened well before Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Gunthjon and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. Dhim'a, I think it best Thancred join thee in this search. Though he would be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil and his thoughts clouded. 'Twould be unwise to ignore his distress. Well, we'd better, grab Thancred then. Did he run off? He ran off while my back was turned, didn't he? Gonna have to go back and, double check that. A little bit. there he is. Being all edgy by a wall. Hey, buddy. Off somewhere, are you? At last, a lead to on stone. We need to power the Talos. Can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Now, Newbie's leavings was to the south, was it? Let's get going. Let's do it. Let's do it. This whole place feels very out of time. Frozen. Locked in a sea, light, storm, turmoil. Moment everything is destroyed. Still moving on. Remember to live. Hey yo, then Greg, what's up? The way you described it, I expected the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving, though we should probably hear what Gunthon has to say before we celebrate, assuming we can find him, that is. Let's find the man. Gnomes and megalodons. Suspicious. Goth John. It's Goth John. I can pronounce words. Who are you? And what are you doing in here? Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is Leon 9. All the Talos in the Hills of Amber are powered using them, or were at least. Anyway, whatever's left, if anything, is too far below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use Talos to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off. Then our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of Leonine that may have been overlooked. Suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine. What do you want? The other day I found a Vobert gold piece down in the mine. A bloody Vobert gold piece, and wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it, and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. Seems we have our work cut out for us, Dhim'a. Thankfully, I have an idea for how we might hurry things along. As I'm sure you've noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these sundrops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in, and I'll handle this area. I'll retrace your steps after in case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drop's effects wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. Oh, I gotta run! Gotta go fast. Search the shadows but find nothing. Perhaps a gold piece lies elsewhere. Ah, yeet into the wall. There's one. It's nice that I don't have to attack these things. It's helping me be a little faster. You search the shadows but find nothing. No! Please! Please! There's another one. Wait, that's it. Still have 3 minutes. I don't know why I'm panicking. It's because there is a timer. Timers are scary. As you search the shadows, a glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock and find the Gobert gold piece. Hey yo! You did it! There he is. An ad cred, I found the thing. I was hoping you dropped the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fooled me thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Or maybe she is. Yours, at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. Well, I couldn't have done it without your sun drops. Come now, Van Cred. You were far more prepared for this task than I. Couldn't have done it without your sun drops. So you say, but you have a proven knack for success regardless of circumstances. Doubt very much I could have discovered it unassisted. I only managed to survive the Korthan wilderness and the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation, a habit of mine since childhood, and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Louisoix, I imagine. It hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think about it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me and see my duties through, that is all that matters. Now let's hurry and see that return to Guthjon. The sooner we get back to Urianger and Minfilia, the better. You're back. Wait, does it mean... I did, I found your little gold. I found your gold. I'll be damned, you actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal. But don't think this means you'll find whatever you're after. I love the contrast between Dhim'a and Rain right now. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off, but she did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's get the story on the go, come on! Oh. I love how the tail just sticks straight up in the middle. Oh, that's great. This idiot. He's a good boy. Alright, there we go. What's up, John? Hello. Oh, that's beautiful. Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. But you're not come to hear my grievances. You're after Leonine. First I have to ask, have you ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. Aye, that they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down where we could never hope to reach. And, on occasion, they come back with something valuable. They dig up Leonine in the mines. It's a rare occurrence, but yes. That said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. So, how can we draw out these rockworms? Gotta click like 5 times till I click it right. Over by that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out in the open, knock them senseless and check their bags. I should warn you that this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they're like to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. We should split up if we're to cover more ground as he suggests. If you can cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see to the parts between them. Yeah, this new dye scheme for this outfit is growing on me. I've kind of avoided it because I was worried that the color would be a little bit too much, but I kind of really love it. Just the dark hair, dark skin. Well, tan skin. And then it's got the piercing eyes with it. It's a good look. I like it when it goes with his hair. Alrighty. There come the yawns. I'll be that post-migraine tiredness for you. Alright. Smoke bombs. I want to try to at least get through this zone tonight. We'll see how that goes, because you know how doing quests and things can be. You end up saying just one more, and then the quest is like 17 steps. You're up until 4 a.m., which I can't be doing. And that's smoke bomb number 2. The air in the mine grows thick with smoke. Nearby, you hear the soft rumbling of stones. Oh, rubble. Let's see if we can find some worms. Some wormies. The hostile presence. Knockers. Just what everyone else. Okay, well, there's 1 of 7. Oh. Hopefully this is one of those where if I find it before I get to the last one, it'll just let me be done. Overkill! There's another one. I wonder how they program this. Like, there's a specific one set to have it, or is there a chance that grows more and more as you go down? Like a specific spot? I don't know. I just get curious about random things sometimes. It's interesting to me. Coding is interesting. Like, I don't want to learn how to do it. It's way too much math for me. Way too much attention to detail that I don't have. But it's cool in concept. Like, I want to know, like, the surface level. This will be 5. guess that answers that question. Further back in the mine. Here we go. Kick more rock mud. It's interesting when the music is like super quiet here. So it's gotta be this last one. It's up here somewhere. It's the very first one, really. I don't remember how this works. I've forgotten quite a bit about this entire section. Oh wait, knockers! Those were the things we're supposed to kill. Because Thancred said they were I'm dumb. There you are. Find anything promising? Chunk of rock taken for the hide of a knocker. Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the haul. Best get comfortable, friends. It's gonna take time for me to sift through all this. Hey, Thancred, tell me about your troubles. Tell me about your days, your woes.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia, but prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner.
Wait, really?
After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
I'd imagine she thought too highly of you back then. Not your finest hour, to say the least.
Far from it, and Flamine has never let me live it down. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this!
Good news?
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that! You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schoolie.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it. She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
$77. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't believe it if I had not seen it for myself. Before you set it in the Talos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years he believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, Gothjon, for all your help. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. Indeed, let's just teleport back. Very well. Could you imagine being that long and getting a message from the dead, basically? What? Oh, it's you. If you've come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you before it won't run, and you wouldn't listen. Oh, but it will, now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It's a gift from your wife, Magnus, from Agna. No, she couldn't have. Agna. Take it. Do with it what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but I said take it. It's you who found it. You who needs it. Looking at the stone, all I can see is... Please just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when the Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Urianger? Returned, and with Leonine, it would seem. As promised, the Talos has been made ready to receive its heart, thanks in no small part to Jarek Thaf and Minfilia. At last, we shall return time to the timeless, the sentinel stone, that we may press on towards Naboth ever. First Talos of a new generation. Very good. Now let us begin, because kind of what it feels like. A new start.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
All right then. Whenever you're ready. It's working! It's working! Magnus!
You left me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble? This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't. I can't.
What troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell overlong on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice. And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith, and all will be well. Not today.
That's a hard scene. Meanwhile in the Crystarium. He's watching. So was he.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors. That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance. Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time. Not that my compeers would agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel. Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing? The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir. Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for his energies. And I'm not in the habit of pointing him at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of him, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you? The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. Much less in possession of his mortal flesh, not even I could have performed such a feat.
I see. You had a hand in Alag as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of sacrifices yet unmade. The parting gift of brave heroes who will one day give their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
That was badass. My apologies for the delay. Minfilia and I had a private matter to discuss, which bringeth me to the question, how didst thou find Thancred during your search? You spoke of Minfilia? Of his own accord? I see. 'Tis well that he did, and with such candor. I attempted to broach the subject before. Mine intention was to ensure no words remain unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede. Regret, I myself know all too well. Alas, in the end he refused to heed my counsel. The time will come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but I have faith that all will be well in time. Now, let us not tarry any longer. The Talos and Nabatha ring await. Yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's do the story. Let's do the story. Let's do plot. Come on. I wanna go. Steam ahead. His tail. It's been years since I've seen a Talos in such fine shape. Would that Agna was here to see it. Or our son. Oh, Jan got me. I was ready to let her dreams die down there in the mines. Even after you found the Leonine, I refused to believe it could work. That's what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take care of this Talos. For both their sakes. On behalf of my family and the miners of Twine. Thank you. Well, enough chitter-chatter. Let's get you lost to the Nabatha Rang, eh? Everything seems to be in order. I take it the Talos' presence revolves around the issue of the gate. Oh, that. Yes. It's designed to open at the Talos' approach. Then we can finally go to the Nabatha Rang. You certainly can. All that remains is a final check of the control box over at the mines. You hear that, boys? Get that Talos over to the mines and keep a close eye on it around the curves. Understood? Yes, sir. Let us repair to the mines then. Before we go, while you were away with Dhim'a, I have prepared an extra set of cartridges for you. And this one. It's the practice cartridge you gave me. I know I should have thrown it away ages ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many charges, I'm honestly not sure what it will do, but I wanted you to have it. For luck. Infilia, We should hurry. Magnus and the others are probably wondering where we are. Let's see, I don't think it can teleport. Nope. Back onto Fenrir. We drive, and we drive. Lo-fi beats. This place has such chill music, it puts me to sleep when it's late at night. That's good. Ah! It's good music. But man, does it make me sleep. It's just because I'm tired and worn out. Didn't get a lot of rest yesterday. Mount Buren mines. I read that. Mount Brian mines. Buren, Brian, Brain. All the same word. Alright, Infilia. Let's get on with it. Let's do it. This is it. We're finally going to Nabatha Rang. Thought long and hard about what to say to her, to the real Infilia. I hoped when the time came I would know, but with every step we take I feel more uncertain. There's no reason to give up though, not when so much is at stake. Thank you, all of you, for helping me get here. Now let's not keep Magnus waiting. There you are. So, what do you think? A little primitive looking, I'll admit, but Daedalus Stoneworks has always favored a simple, intuitive design, and that philosophy has served us well enough. Much of the trolley network uses single tracks, making it easy for the Talos to navigate them as needed. And plotting a route is so simple, even we can do it, which makes for fewer accidents in transit. Speaking of which, are you ready to board? Yes, I am. Alright, then, watch your step. Here we go. Here we go. It's a duty. Are we gonna go into combat?
Urianger?
Oh, okay.
Thou must needs carry on without me. The path to Dhim'a and Rain lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Elise and the others of our progress. As circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
Then you and the others can meet us in Dhim'a and Rain, after giving the Ilmorans the slip.
Urianger. Thank you for everything.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
If you finished with your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble. The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik. Godspeed!
We're on our way.
Ah, that must be the gate.
Well, so far so good.
Wait, is that Ranjit?
This bitch. At least we made it through the gate. Come on, Dib, get up.
You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
One who has mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell. Your deeds in the east did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint. Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthri, you'd have no cause to skulk about like frightened animals. You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
No, I won't. I won't let you.
You forget to whom you speak. speak? Who armed you? Trained you? Fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you? And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again? We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land, while these mad fools would only bring further chaos down upon us. Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthry's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
I don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved. However much it hurts, and however hard it gets. It's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms! And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same. So no, I will not be deceived, no matter what you say. I refuse to believe it's all for nothing. They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do anything for them. Let us pass, or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you! Very well. If you would cast your lot with villains, then you shall share their fate.
I heard what you said, and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken. You have to go, now!
Thancred, no!
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me. I leave her in your hands. Hurry! Not another step. Your fight is with me.
You think yourself a protector? As if a whelp like you could be a better father to her than me.
Not very much of a father. Wait, what? Oh! Role-playing. In the coming battle, you will fight as Thancred. Okay. Okay. Jumping attack. Reduces damage. Restores HP. Smackdown. Reduces damage. Okay. Come on!
This is going well.
Beast of my blood, answer my call! Rend my foes and ward their blows!
Let's see where they are. Better a monster than I guess there is no folly.
Not good.
Strain is more than I remember. At least now I can get that shot.
Presume to be her protector! Pathetic!
I'm gonna get against you. Looks like I'll have to use it again. keeps finding me. I hoped you'd fall for it a third time. Two times already. Perhaps already too many. More tricks, and let us finish this. Oh, damn.
You would have her suffer and die. I would spare her that fate.
That is not for you or anyone else to decide, ever again. Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me. Countless memories and moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. But you had to, didn't you? For those you had lost. For those you could yet save. A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion, for which you gave your everything, without hesitation. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. Then and now. One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Home in Philia.
This is the place, Dhim'a. This is where she stopped the flood. The last time I was here, when I felt her presence overwhelming me, I tried to pretend it wasn't happening, to just turn away. But I can't turn away now. Not this time. For Thancred and the others, I have to face her. In the event that you leave the area, speak with the apprentice engineer at Twine and Amarang to return to Nabat. I can sense her presence, albeit faintly. Come on, let's look over by the crystal wall. I wonder if you can come back here. It's like my first thing whenever I go to a new area. I'm like, can I come back here? There's someone else who's on the same path I am. Get this current.
To your lives! It's the flood! The flood!
The end is nigh! Look! There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
No! Stand back! We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
Your time has not yet come. When all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
Midfilia!
This place. Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak.
At Thancred's behest.
My dear, sweet child, Yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear. Such pain and suffering you have endured. Yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price. We stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. 'Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate. But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities, and all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. But I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
"'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share, though my power was all but spent in staying the flood. I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands. If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair. Do not give in to them, but do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
Dearest friend, no words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But that not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
Something's different. Something has changed. What happened? I remember speaking with Minfilia and then... Is something wrong? Your eyes, they've changed. Your hair, it's changed. Your eyes, your hair, your eyes, your hair, your hair. It's a parting gift, I think. Until now, I've walked the paths she set before me, paths she set before all the Minfilias. But she's given me a new path, a new life that I can call my own. And even though she's gone, I can still feel her, warm and calm and gentle. I can feel the beating heart of the world, the light that swells within it. And a light wardens. There's one here in Almerang. Let's hurry back, the others need to know. You don't think Thancred will be angry with me, do you? So, there's only one way to find out. I know there's no getting around it, but... Would you mind going on ahead? I'll be right behind you, I promise. I don't think Thancred's gonna be mad. I think he was just distraught. At basically knowing he was gonna have to choose between two daughters. Or a daughter and a younger sister. Choosing between families. Not a choice anyone should have to make. Plus, right now, I think he's a little bit too beat up to worry about that. Hey, look, the whole gang! And Thancred, he's alive! The little flowers on the golem, or Talos.
Ah, there you are. We were worried.
Really? He wasn't the one that nearly got himself killed. It's a good thing Urianger called on us when he did. You were at death's door when we found you.
Jeez. Damn it, Thancred.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
Minfilia?
You saw her.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting today. I'll do whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality. I can track the Light Wardens now, maybe even help you fight them.
Sweet child.
I'm glad you're back.
You don't have to say that, you know.
But I want to. Your family. How else would I feel?
She will need a name.
A name?
A name of her own. I would not have her walk in the shadow of another any longer. And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost.
Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yulmore?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
Tim's gonna suggest something stupid like Carrot. Or...
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred. After all they have been through together, he's practically a father to her.
Well spotted. I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
I love that them just bickering in the corner.
What about... Reen?
Ah, blessing in Fae. Wait, doth this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the pixies?
Not exactly, but that one word made an impression. Of course, if it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
Reen. Yes, I rather like the sound of it. Thank you.
That settles it then. Welcome aboard, Reen.
I won't let you down.
Oh, sweet child. My heart. So close to being done. A fresh start. Okay, we're gonna finish this one. Then we can call it a night. I honestly don't know how to repay you for all you've done, but I promise to do whatever I can to help. Are you certain you're up to fighting so soon? I can't imagine the power of the Oracle is something one learns to wield in the space of a few hours. Maybe not, but the presence of the Light Wardens is unmistakable to me now. In fact, I sense one here in Amarang, to the west. I think it might be hiding underground. Underground? Then it's as we suspected. We thought it prudent to take a brief survey of the area prior to your arrival. To the west, we found the remains of a site known as Malika's Well. If I recall correctly, the well was built in remembrance of the ancient kings of Miqo'te to serve as a source of respite from the desert heat. It fell to disuse after the flood, whereupon the miners of Amarang thought to turn part of it into an excavation site. Judging by its size, the underground waterways are no doubt extensive, a perfect hiding place for a warden. Reen, are you certain you can track it down? Leave it to me. Then it's settled. We'll make for Malika's Well. Gotta kill the light. Hey yo, hello dragon. It's right here. Bong times 2. Bong times 2. Okay, I went too far. So it should be on this level. Or not? Oh, yep, there it is. It's here. I can taste its ether on the wind. Then we finally found our mark. Let's put an end to this, Dhim'a, and return Night Sky to Amarang. Malika's Well now accessible. Excellent. Party of NPCs into the trust system. Okay, I'm melee DPS, so I don't want to bring Rain just because of that. Need Thancred. She uses my stuff.
Victory will be ours!
There we go. That's my party. Yeah, I only had to use Alizé once and have her use my LB for me to go, I am not using you again. Got a limit break. Spooky. Badass party. Alright, let's do it. necessarily always do it. You kind of gotta be level the right level to be able to handle enough gear or basically do it. So I could do it. that point. I'm sure I'm like... and how much is that going to count for? So at least right now I've got NPCs to come with me.
Prepare yourself!
Thancred, I'm pulling wall to wall. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Alright, well. My bad, guys. Let's go. We'll do general so we can keep an eye on what's being said by the NPCs. I'm sorry, Thancred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself!
We go so fast. This seems to stretch on forever. Yeah, it's a mine. I think. Gotta hydrate before you die. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I stood in that. Is that a giant armadillo? It's in the way. That's what it is. I like how they communicate with each other. That's great. Interesting. I wonder what sort of banter different characters have. So my strategy with bringing this group in, Thancred, obviously, I had to win because he's a tank and I don't have any tanks here right now. I can't take it. I don't have a tank. And technically I haven't got Dark Knight, but I don't know how to play that, and also it's like looking at Alphino, I just like he's weak. He needs to come out. That's a great thing. I kind of want to bring and then I brought Noah because I am a melee. So having two melee DPS seemed a bit to me. So I wanted to just have the option of use it. It's only so this is definitely just you die, you die. You can't like have the healing, which is what I like it. I think the entrance is well. Losing the justice. I don't really remember this stretch. I'm going to be careless at first. Let's see. Naboth Breaker. Grace uses striking. Mysterium. Oh, not bad.
I will not hold back!
Might help if I actually had Shadow of Death on the enemy. Not gonna lie, these names like history and stuff kind of weird me out in the ASD. Brain always goes, what if that was actually history? And then I wouldn't want a giant green goof that shows up like a roller coaster that I'm just trying to put together and then climbing up into the air like it do. Wiggling around in your face trying to eat it? No, thank you. Not for me.
going to leave a mark!
Yes.
Leave the healing to me.
Bottoms of scouting. was? Reminds me of Twine, I think it's called. It's like kind of anime Dark Souls-esque, I believe. I saw a friend of mine play it. But otherwise I'm not super familiar. Storage. Fiend knowledge of did not remember this one. It's definitely sleeping. That's not good. Did it! And now the cutscene.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad those travelers made it all the way to Miqo'te. But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hells had gone on.
What indeed? At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable. Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived.
You can say that again. What the? Are you seeing this?
The sky, it's...
At last, night has returned to Amareng. We'll save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Vorthry, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
As well he should, for defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided.
We did it. We really did it. I only wish there were time to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of night has granted the residents some shred of comfort. They thought the world beyond changing, but today I think we proved them wrong. We will fix this broken land, Dhim'a, together. Are you feeling alright, Dhim'a? After you defeated the Light Warden, I can swear I saw its ether. Never mind. I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. I'm just relieved I was right about the Warden, where the Warden was hiding. The last one is hiding in Calusia, isn't it? I can feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we should head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, and I think we could all do with some rest. She sees the two then. And thus did we end our tale for the evening. I am glad that you were able to join me. I hope that you enjoyed yourself. I'm gonna be calling it here, considering I was falling asleep. And we will reconvene shortly. Well, not shortly, but soon. If you want to catch up on the past streams, or you want to follow, and you're watching this on YouTube, check out my YouTube channel. It's Rain Blaze. Or you can find it under the description of my Twitch. Or just look me up. Yeah. I'll see y'all soon.